Take 5 complete strangers.
Welcome, welcome.
Ask each to throw their perfect dinner party.
Hola!
Commercial blender.
Grinding up organs.
Some part of, like, the body.
Then make them score one another.
Sounds like a medical condition I do not want to have.
Problems.
With €1,000 to be won by the best host.
We'll also get you pished.
On today's show, massacred meat.
I don't know if anybody noticed, but I poured the whole gravy boat.
Monstrous music.
This is the moment.
Mary must have been deaf. He was loud.
Second best.
And macabre menus.
Twisted testicle. Voila.
It's day 2 in Galway, home to the Black Rock diving board. Aye, I said diving board. And taking the plunge this evening is good time granny Mary Murphy, who's putting on a night of black tie opulence.
My theme tonight is La Grande Nuit de Marie, which translated means Mary's Grand Night.
Which couldn't be further from last night's trailer trash party hosted by Canadian Bruce Henry.
Are you going to be standing there for the whole 48 minutes?
The one thing that really made it for me was the amount of effort and creativity that everybody put into their outfits.
Which is more than can be said for Bruce's food, and it's no surprise he scored a paltry 27. But Bruce's party did give plenty of food for thought for Wednesday's host, psychotherapist Peter O'Neill.
There's 3 people that are quite eccentric. I'd include myself in there. I'd put Mary in there. I would put Bruce in there.
Terribly smoky.
And definitely Danny.
That's 4.
Woo!
Danny's out there. He's way out there.
When are you going to take your wig off, Danny?
Yeah!
Oh, sorry.
Right after you take your tits out.
And there's probably going to be more sophisticated banter from Kiwi comedian Danny Dowling this week.
Last night's meal gave me plenty of confidence that I'm still in the running, big time.
I think Danny's cool, but I think he's a loose cannon.
I like your teeth. Who's your dentist? Your mama.
I think he's really unpredictable.
Ooh, watch this space. Talking of predictions, nurse Lisa Mulholland reckons Mary's going to be bringing out the big guns tonight.
Mary's going to want to try and do it large, I think, because she's such a large, bubbly personality, which I love about her.
You're not wrong, Lisa, because tonight Mary is adding a petit peu of je ne sais quoi with a French theme.
When you think of fine dining and food, think of nouveau cuisine and French and what have you.
And no one's more French than you, Madame Mary Murphy.
She didn't really appear to be someone that would of French origin, or maybe, hopefully she spent some time in France.
Sorry, Danny, wrong on both counts. Mary gets cracking on her dessert, pudding mélange de beille. Or as Mary would say,
Pudding mélange de... which is French for mixed berry pudding.
are you sure?
And no, I don't speak French.
You're not kidding.
I used an internet tool that translates English into French, and I basically typed in mixed berry pudding, and that was what I got back. Pudding mélange de beille, or like I said, I don't speak French.
Yes, we had noticed.
I'm hoping it's the correct pronunciation. Pardon me, all you French people watching, if it isn't.
It really isn't.
It could be a fruit tart
No.
with fruit marinated in Grand Marnier and some form of a custardy thing with it.
No.
Sounds lovely. Sounds like a very Mary dessert.
Nice. Well sidestepped. To make the dessert, Mary lines ramekins with white bread dipped in the juice of mixed berries. Next, she spoons in her mixed berry mixture before covering.
Fold over your cling film. Et voila. Pudding mélange de bouillie.
Oh, make your mind up. Is it de bouillie, de bois, de what is it?
Looks French.
De whatever, then. With her puddings chilling in the fridge, Mary turns her attention to mistranslating her main course. Bœuf de rôti de porc avec une torchon. Any ideas, anyone?
Beef
Yes, bravo, monsieur.
and probably some other stuff.
And torsion. I don't know. I don't know what torsion is.
Torsion, I think, is is like a twisted testicle.
That sounds like a medical condition I do not want to have. Torsion.
It sounds like another balls up with the translation.
I call this meal le bœuf de rôti de porc
You're reading that.
avec une torsion, which I hope translates into pot roast with a twist.
Did testicle.
But knowing my luck, it will translate into a toilet roll.
Well, you are talking out of your derriere.
The twist is that you're actually doing a pot roast, but you're actually cooking it in wine, tomato sauce, onions and garlic.
Wow, amazing. With the sauce put to one side, Mary can start on her bœuf.
I know it looks quite large, but in actual fact it shrinks in the cooking process.
It'll have to in that pan. Mary begins by browning her beef in oil.
I'm not a particularly good cook or an adventurous cook.
That doesn't bode well.
We just like simple things.
Anything's better than Bruce's deep-fried turkey, though.
Just based on the food last night and knowing if this works, and I'm praying it does, then yeah, I would say my menu will surpass.
Your guests will be the judge of that, missus. Mary adds the sauce to the beef and leaves to simmer. So next it's on to the starter, that good old French staple, la maison a fait le taurine de foie de poulet.
Poulet is definitely chicken, a maison house. So I'm reckoning maybe the whole thing is like a homemade chicken pate type thing.
Oh, Inspector Clouseau, eat your heart out.
Okay, I first of all don't like any sort of pate or like organs that are blended up and mixed with mayonnaise and like chives or something, and I think that's what that is.
I just hope that she can cook what she's attempting as well as she can spell French.
You wouldn't be saying that if you knew how bad her French was.
Pate is actually a French word, and if I'm not mistaken, it actually means pastry.
You are mistaken.
So pate, in effect, should be surrounded by pastry.
It ruddy shouldn't.
So the correct term for what we knowingly call pate is actually terrine.
What a pile of merde, as our French cousins would say. Mary begins by adding livers to onion and garlic. Lovely.
The first time I saw those livers, I was just looking at them and kind of going, bleh. I'm never, ever, ever going to eat pate again. But honestly, the flavour more than compensates for the look.
Thank goodness for that.
And when it's finished, it doesn't actually look like that.
Let's hope not. It looks awful. Hey! Next, Mary adds brandy.
2 tablespoons of brandy. Mary Murphy tablespoons. That's it.
She then blends her dog food. I mean pate.
It does have a tendency to get stuck.
Oh, shudder to think what it's going to do to your guests' guts.
I think the guests will enjoy the flavours.
They will if they keep their eyes shut.
I mean, you're dicing on whether they like it coarse or whether they like it smooth.
Or whether they like it at all.
We shall see. But I'm happy.
Yes, but it's your guests you need to impress. She then spoons her mixture into a tureen, garnishes with bay leaves and orange, seals with clarified butter, and leaves to chill in the fridge, giving her time for a quick change.
Voila.
Not a moment too soon, because here comes le premier guest. It's Bruce.
Bienvenue, monsieur.
Merci, madame.
Comment ça va?
Bien, et toi?
Ah.
You've lost her.
Bienvenue.
Next for the French lesson, it's Lisa.
Bienvenue, madame. Oh, how fabulous. I love it.
Mwah. Next up, and hoping for his own French kiss, it's...
Peter, bienvenue.
Oh, fermez votre bouche. Finally, it's Kiwi comedian Danny.
G'day!
Danny, how are you?
Hooray, back to English.
Mwah. Shall we propose a toast?
Absolutely.
To my French evening.
Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Très bien.
Which translated
Santé.
into English means Mary's grand night. Pun on grand.
Yeah, I don't get it. Coming up, ear-splitting entertainment.
The greatest moment.
I don't like it when people sing and look at me in the eye.
Dinner party deception.
Lisa, have you noticed anything different about me during the evening?
Have you put in your proper teeth tonight or something?
And more flaky French.
Le maison, à fouet de poulet.
Oh, Mary, you're so French and so chic.